Hello everyone, so as you can see I've got my studio somewhat set up, but there's still a long way to go. So let's cut straight into this week's news stories. And as ever, it's always drones. Now today's first story comes from the guys at The Gadget Show. The Gadget Show is a TV series based on Channel 5 and they are down in Birmingham. They do videos on everything to do with gadgets, hence the name. Earlier this week, one of the presenters called Jason Bradbury was spotted in the woods filming one of his episodes. The episode is based on the recently popularised drone racing videos. If you've not seen it, I'll put a link in the description. Fortunately, I had a friend that was there at the time of filming, and he was also flying, so that's how I've got these pictures. Jason was first given a pair of FPV goggles and enjoyed the flying around as a passenger, but later got to grips with it himself and managed to have a fly. Jason said he totally loved the experience of flying FPV. If you want to watch this episode, it will be on Channel 5 next month. For our second story, we're back to DJI. This week there has been a lot of rumours about a DJI Phantom 3. Unfortunately, there is no Phantom 3, well, not yet anyway. However, there are upgrades to the original Phantom, starting with the remote control. Instead of using 4 AA batteries, the Phantom will now ship with its own onboard LiPo battery. You will also notice on the front of the remote there is now an LED power indicator. I'm not sure why DJI decided to put a LiPo inside here when the original AA batteries last months and months anyway. Another noticeable modification is in the top right hand picture. The black dot that you actually see there is not a screw port, it's now the trainer port to help people when they're learning to fly. It also may be used with maybe a software application or an app so that you can actually learn to fly on a PC before taking flight with your real Phantom. But they're not the only changes to the remote. The throttle lever now has a lock-in mechanism. If you pull the throttle all the way down to the bottom, it locks into place, causing a constant descent. If you let go of the lever, it will stay there. It will only return back up once you take it out of the lock by pushing it back up. I'm personally not sure if I'm going to like this feature. However, I did say the same thing about the self-centering throttle spring when they first introduced that, and now I do like it. But I'll be sure to test it next month and let you know my thoughts. The next thing to notice is that the lever that was originally used to make the gimbal look up and down has been removed. To move the gimbal up and down, you will now use the scroll wheel, which is up on the top left hand side of the remote. Again, I will let you know what I think of this next month when I actually test one. Going on to the modifications on the Phantom, there's only 2 small mods. First of all, the compass module on the leg has now been fully enclosed with an anti-static cover. And secondly, they have now added the 960 kV motors to the Phantom. DJI say that these motors are now 25% more efficient over the last. To complement these new 960 kV motors, DJI will now ship these new propellers also with them. But these propellers are already sold by DJI under the name Thrust Boosted. Have you ever wanted a multirotor that can fly for 2 hours and stream HD video down to your phone? Well, the guys at Sci-Fi have made this. Don't worry, there's not some new batteries that you haven't heard of that gives 2 hours flight time. The actual machine is tethered to the ground station. Now I know what you're thinking, not really a great idea having a tether as this could get caught on things. But yes, that is true, however this tether does not come from the ground station as it spools out from the back of the multirotor itself. This small machine actually has 77 meters of tether, allowing it to fly 77 meters away for up to 2 hours while still streaming HD video down to the ground. Now the nice thing also about having a tether is that it's a locked-in control. No external forces can come in and tap into what the drone is actually seeing or doing. So it's a very secure system, making it ideal for search and rescue missions as well as surveillance. So that's it for this week's videos, guys. I do hope you have enjoyed it. On a more personal note, I have finally got my Fat Shark Dominator V2, so maybe we'll do some video on that. I've got a quadcopter over there from multicopterbuilders.com, which is called the MB Epic, which I'm going to be doing a build video on. Hopefully later on I'll be doing some videos with that and give it a video review, see if I like that machine or not. But the build video will be coming up first, so if any of you guys see it and you think, oh, I quite like that, then at least you know how to put one together. Just one more thing before I go. I do have a very big trip planned coming up next month, and I think all you guys are really going to enjoy that. It's not something I've done before, and I know there's stuff going to be involved that you guys are really going to want to see, and I'll do another video on that shortly, telling you all about it. There's a bit of a clue behind me here. Some of you guys that have been on my Facebook and Instagram may already know. So that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll be back soon. Bye.
Wow. What happened then?
Well, that's not the best landings.